Mandala Art. Mandala is a geometric configuration of symbols. Mandalas are believed to represent different aspects of the universe. They are used as instruments of meditation and symbols of prayer, most notably in China, Japan, and Tibet. In Tibet, the mandala is called Khel Khor. In Buddhism, mandalas represent the ideal form of the universe. The act of creating a mandala represents the transformation of the universe from a reality of suffering to one of enlightenment. Buddhist monks carried mandalas with them and brought the practice of painting these spiritual compositions to other parts of Asia, appearing in regions such as Tibet, China, and Japan by the 4th century. Mandala is a Sanskrit word that means circle. In their most basic form, mandalas are circles arranged into sections that are all organized around a single central point. In essence, mandalas represent the connection between our inner worlds and our outer reality. The primary use for mandalas is in the form of meditation to gain knowledge from within. Mandalas have many uses apart from meditation, as the designs are meant to remove irritating thoughts and allow the creative mind to run free as well as relaxation. The beauty of the mandala absorbs all your attention by occupying you into the designs and colors. Mandalas have been shown in clinical studies to boost the immune system, reduce stress and pain, lower blood pressure, promote sleep, and ease depression. Mandala art therapy and healing can be a great source of reflection on one's soul. The very nature of creating a mandala is therapeutic and symbolic. The shapes and colors you create in your mandala art therapy will reflect your inner self at the time of creation. Mandalas may be drawn on paper or cloth, ground, sand, etc. There are various types of mandalas found in different cultures and used for a multitude of purposes, both artistically and spiritually. Sand mandala. Sand mandala is a Tibetan Buddhist tradition involving the creation and destruction of mandalas made from colored sand. Historically, the mandala was not created with natural dyed sand, but granules of crushed colored stone. The destruction of a sand mandala is also highly ceremonial. Even the deity's labels are removed in a specific order along with the rest of the geometry until, at last, the mandala has been dismantled to show impermanence. Dot art mandala. A mandala dot art is a pattern that is created with many small colorful dots. Dot painting originated from Aboriginal Australia. The pattern itself is usually quite simple and is constructed of several geometrical figures. This gorgeous art form might look easy, but it takes a lot of patience. Dot art can be done on various surfaces like paper, stone, canvas, wood, etc. You can start from the center or outline the outer edges first, improvise, invent any patterns, and never end up with two similar works. Geometric mandala. Geometric mandalas are the most well-known type out of them all. The pattern consists of lines, geometrical shapes, etc. They all have a clearly visible center which the patterns radiate from, and every pattern is broken up by implied or actual lines to simplify the design. Flower mandala. Flower mandalas can be made of any material, but their main subjects are flowers, specifically their petals. They can be the symbol of the eternal life of the soul, spiritual enlightenment, self-love, balance, and many other things. In Persian Islamic theosophy, each one of us is a part of God. In Persian Shamse motif, each symbolizes the sun. There is a center which is a symbol of God or the source of energy. This small circle is surrounded by many other circles or polygons with the same center but in different sizes. These circles are the light rays of the sun which symbolize every God's creation. Every creature tends to reach God, so the purpose of life is to reach back the source of energy which is mentioned as pure love in some references. Shamse motif was widely applied during Safavid time in Iran. Safavid was one of the most important ruling dynasties of Iran in art, architecture, astrology, philosophy, and theosophy. An extraordinary example of Shamse. Coloring mandala. The simple act of coloring a mandala can be quite beneficial in relieving stress and anxiety. This form of art therapy has become popular among adults as well as children because it is a relaxing exercise that can take your mind off of other things. Mandalas are not just something to look at or meditate on. There are now mandala coloring books that can be useful to anyone. Coloring mandalas can help children deal with emotions and cope with illness. One can draw their own mandala by using basic drawing tools such as compass and protractor. There are no right or wrong ways to draw them, simply begin creating shapes within a large circle. Mandalas in art therapy are a form of psychotherapy during which a specialist guides their client through artistic processes that involve creating mandala. Since mandalas require concentration in their creation process, they have a very useful influence on the artist's mind. Mandalas in art therapy are always a reflection and a visual representation of their creator's emotional state. Mandala art is now most often used in art therapy, doodle art, and decorative arts. Mandalas have been a popular trend in art and on social media for quite a while now. There is a demand for mandala depictions which don't have to follow religious rules of what should they represent and how. As every kind of art, mandalas can be used for self-discovery and self-expression, but they can also have no deep meaning at all and just look pretty.